when is a good time for men to come in and talk to you about these particular issues? When is it important that they come in and see?
I don't think it's ever too early or too late to be connected with an anti-aging male specialist. It's always a good idea to have a physician like that in your corner. I'd highly advise any man to seek that type of attention. But as soon as you begin to notice, and eventually it happened to us all, that your erections are softer, they're more difficult to obtain, it takes more effort to begin the process, and anything that may point to a hormonal disorder, things along the lines of poor sleep, fatigue, energy that's waning in the afternoon to early evenings, difficulties getting to the gym, difficulties getting benefits from your gym routine, building skeletal muscle mass, obesity, brain fog, depression, anxiety. These are things that should, first of all, make you consider possibly seeing a men's specialist to see if there's something that you can do to intervene.
So a lot of these things are highly treatable.
Yes.
And I think that another thing that's really important is just men understand that, you have a right to have a good sex life, a good, long, healthy life. If you could actually reach out and talk to people who might be wondering, is this something that is worth going in, or is this just part of my life? Is there anything that you would like to kind of just say, these are the people that we want to reach out to?
Yes, if you are a male and you're between the ages of 30 and 60, 30 to 70, you are a candidate to sit down with a male specialist, and I would highly advise you to do that. At least check in, see if there's anything that may raise a red flag, even if you feel like you're doing okay. Most men that walk into my office feel like they're doing okay. They're staying afloat. It's usually mind over matter. They just are pushing along, chugging along. But at some point they say, I wonder if this can be easier. I wonder if there's a better way to go with the aging process that's happening. And we're able to sit down with them and find out what areas of their life that they see that they can benefit from, what areas may be lacking. And we really focus on those areas, whether they're sexual or not. And we really try to make gains and improve the quality of their life. I would say to anybody out there who has not been to a male specialist, the time is now. Take advantage of the fact that we have this here in Seattle that's readily available to you. It's inexpensive. There's 4 clinics. You can walk in, you can make an appointment, we can always find time for you, and you will meet with a medical doctor. Right now we're in Federal Way, Lynnwood, Seattle, and Bellevue. We're open 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday. We have medical doctors to staff all the locations, and we are accepting new patients.
There are a lot of online, quote unquote, solutions to various problems. Can you talk to me a little bit why it's not a good idea to just try and solve these issues through online herbal supplements, or why it's important to come see a doctor?
Well, I think you nailed it. There's a huge market, obviously, for sexual health. It is something we're all very concerned about. It's very easy to grab men's attention, and you can go into any 7-Eleven or small store and see tons of marketing towards sexual health. You hear about men who are online buying so-called solutions, whether it's hormonal or some type of gadget. It's just not a good idea. The most concerning part is that you don't know what you're doing to your body. You don't know what you're putting in your body. You don't know what the results of those interventions are. And likely what you're really doing, even if you're not doing harm, you're putting off the problem. You're not getting to the underlying root of the problem. And you don't know what exactly you're even doing to your body. One thing that separates us from the pack is we base everything upon results. And not only subjective results, but we go to the laboratory testing. We want to show you what has changed in the markers from your initial visit to where we get you to next, okay? So we show you everything that's going on. We show you the results of our interventions objectively. And of course, we expect you to have real subjective benefits from the program.
To your point earlier, it could be a precursor to something that might be more important, and you don't want to miss that, right?
It can be a red flag,
Right.
you know, unless you've actually seen a physician, you're having problems that could be something bigger.
Right.
We want to make sure that we, number one, don't miss, for instance, a prostate cancer or some type of arterial occlusion or anything like that that can be something serious that we would have to address in addition to erectile dysfunction.